Record. Welcome, Reckless Wanderers. This is Robert here with probably the last video for my Fireball Flamewall Chieftain, which is still at level 98. No, I didn't level up once more, and I don't think I will, even though I already got 9% into level 99. But I want to try out some wicked things, and that's what I did over the past 2 weeks. If we take a sneak peek at my atlas, I have 154 out of 154 bonus objectives, so I completed all the maps, including the insanely expensive Doriani's Machinarium. I didn't buy it myself, it's like a 7x map, but I was lucky enough to drop one. And also including Hall of Grandmasters, which I happened to manage to clear because of sheer luck. I got all the exiles that are not that crazy, so it was actually possible. And now what I'm trying to do is just to get all the bonus objectives that I can, which will be harder for the unique maps, but let's see, maybe I have enough currency in my bank to buy them. I think with 32 exalts might be possible. Let's just say I got a few good drops that I was able to sell for some stuff, and now I can try out stupid things, which is really, really nice. And that's also why I decided to not level anymore. I did some more Cirrus practice. I have another Awakener 8 that I killed, and I'm working on the next one right here. I have all the Conquerors already, and of course the map spread is kind of whatever. And I was going up against a bunch of big bosses as well, which I wanted to show. So I just have to bring all of the windows up here at once, because each of the videos is quite long. Which one is missing? This one. There we go. So I'm gonna play them all. Basically, it's probably too tiny to see what's going on exactly, but you get the gist of it. So top left is Hall of Grandmasters, just going through. I died once against the guy that one-shot me, but otherwise then not really a problem. I didn't even use the drop penetration gem. It was fine even without it, because I got lucky with the exiles. Top right, you're seeing Uber-Ziri. That one was really easy. I just screwed up one split phase where I didn't dodge everything. Bottom left is Shaper. Shaper was actually the easiest of all the big bosses, probably because I have the most practice with him. Uber-Ziri I only did exactly once. So this was my second Uber-Ziri. And top right, that was the Delph boss. Just super lucky when I realized that I'm missing Doriani's Machinarium. I checked PoE trade and I was like, what, 7x at the time? That was 2 weeks ago. I'm actually not sure how expensive it is now. I don't want to pay 7x. And then I did 2 Delphs, and then I had the guy just being there, and I'm actually not sure if it's a guaranteed drop or if it's random, but I was lucky enough to get the map from him, and then also ran that. Yeah, as you can see on the top left, Shape was already down. On the top right, I just died to the split phase, but that was my only death against Uber. And the rest is just fine. And yeah, Hall of Grandmasters is just the same. So I'm gonna just skip forward here a little bit, because this is keep going on and going on. There's another split phase. I think this one I managed to do just fine. Yeah, the damage is not insane, but the good thing is it's safe, and there's so much regen and so much leech by just throwing one fireball that getting this is getting bosses down with just moving around a little bit is actually quite easy. What was not so easy was then Uber Elder. So I have another clip here. This one, unfortunately, I don't have as a video, but it is directly from Twitch. I'm going to full screen that. I hope that the quality holds up a little bit. This is already the last phase, because the entire fight also was quite long. Uber Elder I also only killed 3 times. Once on my Freeze Pulse dual Void Battery Assassin in the league before Betrayal. And then I killed him twice in Betrayal League with my Winter Orb character. And with the Winter Orber, it was pretty safe and pretty chill. I'm pretty sure I can do it with not many deaths on this character as well, if I can practice it more. But since I haven't done it since Betrayal, so that's 2 years ago, I've completely lost track of the. I mean, I knew the mechanics still, but it's you lose the muscle memory, and without the muscle memory, you make mistakes here and there. And I ended up just barely defeating Uber Elder on the very last portal. So this here is the final phase where I'm trying to kill Shaper, and I'm also trying to avoid the attacks, and I'm not very successful with that. And I think I am going up against the very last portal there. Yeah, I think this is the last one, where I just pray that he doesn't one-shot me as soon as I go in again, because the arena is already quite crowded as well, and yeah, things got very hectic. Then he does his slow, and then the balls come left and right. But eventually, I think, yeah, there he goes down, and he dropped a he dropped a Pride Watcher's Eye with yeah, it was for it's escaping me right now. The thing that everybody wants right now. Impale, yeah, Impale effect, or 2 additional Impales. There it is. Impales to inflict last 2 additional hits while using Pride. So this one was easy 22x. And then later on I got some more interesting stuff that I could sell. Yeah, and then finally the second Awakener. Here I'm also going to just show the very last phase. This one I died twice. So the first one I did it on Awakener 8, I died 5 times, and I barely did it on the very last portal. And this run, it was very comfortable. The first death I had was actually before the third phase began, because I flame dashed into a storm. It's nothing to say to defend myself there. I was just plain stupid. And the second time, you will see in a moment, I will die due to being slowed by the beams again and then getting die lasered. I learned a ton. I just also want to give out a huge shout out to Nemesis, who always commenting really helpful tips and hints in the chat on the YouTube videos. Really appreciate the suggestions there. Helped me a lot to correct some of the mistakes I made in my very first attempt, and I thought I learned some of them already and could apply them in this fight. Yeah, there you see I dashed into the die laser instead of just staying close to him, because he was very close to the center of the spinning beams. And I don't yet have a good strategy for that. But for all the other instances, it worked a lot better just by staying further away from the center of the spinning beam. So I had more room to maneuver, and I managed to also, I think I managed to stay closer to Cirrus himself, which was the mistake I made the last time. So right here, I learned that I can basically, whenever the spinning beams start, I can stay between them when they shoot out, so I have the chance to move left or right. And in my previous run, I was always almost always getting hit by one of the beams as soon as they charged up, and that was a big mistake. Also, I think Cirrus was a lot more forgiving with his spinning beam thingamagoo. He did it a lot less, I felt, which I guess is also random. Yeah, so a little bit of luck involved, but also a little bit of more built-up muscle memory from the previous fight, and also a lot of taking in the suggestions from Nemesis. So yeah, that's that. There's one more thing that I want to try, which I couldn't yet try, and actually one thing that I never did on any character in any league, and that is actually fighting all, which is obviously pure RNG. So that's also why I said, I don't want to level anymore, because I'm pretty sure I will die again against all. Also, if I just, while filling out the bonus objectives or the awakening objectives, it's pretty likely that I will get another awakener, and then I will also try the fight again, and maybe it's going to be deathless, but if not, then I'm also not going to be mad. Yeah, but final goal for the league is just to stack up on Sulfide whenever I can and try to delve deeper. Right now I'm at 251. I think my deepest delve I had in previous league was at 280. I never went any deeper because either there was other stuff to do in the leagues, or I just lost interest in delving. So it's going to be interesting to see how far this character can delve down. Since there is a damage cap, and since I'm also not completely invulnerable, I don't expect to go too deep, but I will. I'm interested to see what the depth is where I can still comfortably delve, and then maybe I get lucky and I find an all, and then I can throw myself against him. And otherwise, my plans are to play Cyberpunk when that comes out. Also, there's a lot of Borderlands going on right now because DLC 5 is out. I'm having a ton of fun with the new skill trees and also with Arms Race. And yeah, let's see what actually happens when PoE comes out with the temporary league. I'm not sure if I want to play it yet. I will prioritize Cyberpunk if that also doesn't get delayed. So yeah, let's see when the next video on this channel will be and for what topic. But until then, thank you very much for watching and see you later.